Let's start by making a magic ring. And then chain 2. And we will work all the next stitches into the ring. I prefer to work over the tail to secure it in place. So we start with a puff stitch. This is a 3 repetition puff, so yarn over, insert the hook into the ring, yarn over and pull up the yarn to the height of the stitch, then repeat 2 more times. Now that you have 7 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull the yarn through 6 loops. Now yarn over again and pull the yarn through the 2 remaining loops. And now work a double crochet into the ring. Now repeat these 2 stitches 2 more times. Work 1 puff stitch, and a double crochet, now repeat 1 more time, and a double crochet. I'm going to pull the ring a bit tighter so it will be easier to work into it. Now work a treble stitch into the ring. And now we will work the other side of the heart. So work a 1 double crochet and a puff stitch, now repeat the double crochet and puff stitch 2 more times. Now chain 2, pull the ring a bit tighter and not all the way, and then slip stitch into the ring, and pull the ring tight. So let's continue to round 2. Work into the chain 2 space, 1 single crochet, and then work into the next puff stitch. We will work 1 puff stitch, a double crochet and another puff stitch all into the next stitch. So we start with a puff stitch, then double crochet, and another puff stitch. Now we will be working into the next double crochet stitch. We will work 1 double crochet, a puff stitch and another double crochet. So start with a double crochet, then puff stitch into the same stitch, and another double crochet. Now we will be working one puff stitch and another double crochet into the next puff stitch. So one puff, then a double crochet. Now work one puff stitch into the next double crochet, and a double crochet into the next puff stitch. And now we will work one puff stitch into the next double crochet stitch. Okay, so now we reach the bottom of the heart, so we will work one double crochet, a chain, and then another double crochet into the next treble stitch. And now we will start working the other side of the heart. So work one puff stitch into the next double crochet, then a double crochet into the next puff stitch, and a puff stitch into the next double crochet. Okay, so now we will work into the next puff stitch. We will work one double crochet and another puff stitch into the same stitch. And into the next double crochet stitch, work one double crochet, a puff stitch, and another double crochet stitch. So all into the same double crochet stitch. And now working into the last puff stitch, work one puff, one double crochet, and another puff stitch, all into the last puff stitch of the round. And to finish off this round, work one single crochet into the chain 2 space. And then slip stitch to the beginning slip stitch of round 1. Okay, so this is one panel of the heart. Make another one, and then we will join them together. Okay, so when you finish the second panel, don't cut off the yarn. We will continue using it to assemble the 2 panels. So place the 2 panels with the right side facing out and align the stitches together. And you will work a slip stitch into the outer loops, which are the back loops of each of the hearts. These are the loops that facing the wrong side of your work. So I will start with the first single crochet, so this is the outer loop, it's the back loop, and for the second panel it's this loop. You can see here, it's if you look at the heart from the right side, this is the back loop, so it's this loop. Then start slip stitching together. And again working into the back loop and back loop of this stitch. So slip stitch in each of the stitches until you reach the chain 1 space. Make sure you are slip stitching into the same stitches. Okay, so now that you reach the chain 1 space, just work 2 chains and skip the chain 1 and continue working slip stitches into each of the stitches until the end of the round, and finish by slip stitching to the chain, to the slip stitch, to the last slip stitch from round 2, and don't fasten off. We will attach the keychain to the heart. Okay, so to attach the keychain we will chain 3 and cut the yarn, leaving about a 10-inch long tail, and then remove the hook from the loop from your yarn and take a smaller loop that can fit into the small hoop of the keychain. Then insert the hook into the keychain, into the small hoop, and pull the yarn through the keychain hoop, including the chains and the yarn tail. Now continue working with your hook and slip stitch into the same stitch that you started. Okay, now fasten off. So to make the tassels, cut 4 pieces of yarn that are approximately 10 inches, which is approximately 25 centimeters. Then fold them into half, and then take your hook and insert it into the chain 1 from the second round, and pull the yarn from the front to the back. Now insert the yarn tails into the hoop, the small loop, and, and pull it tightly. Now after it's tightened, thread the bead into the tails, and then make another knot to secure the bead. And trim the tassels if needed. And that's it. Thank you for watching. You can find the full written instructions and photo tutorial on my blog, Made by Guti, including the PDF patterns on Ravelry and Etsy. Thank you.